For my project, I chose to work on specific praise. Specific praise is direct and explicit positive feedback on a particular thing that a student, a group of students, or the class as a whole may have done well. Specific praise is not generic and general, such as muy bien. Rather, it is specific to what the student is doing. This practice is important because it tells students that someone is paying attention to their effort and achievements, and encourages them by giving them meaningful motivation throughout certain class activities and assignments. The part of this practice that is challenging is turning generic praise into praise that is more specific and telling to the student. On the other hand, pinpointing when a student should be praised comes easily in this practice, especially because they are always doing things that are worthy of praising. The following clips show me practicing and utilizing specific praise in my classrooms. Tell me what it means. So I see this table is very quiet. So there's some chatting on this table.
Hoy es martes, el 12 de febrero.
Excellent. Thank you, Adam, for helping explain. El otoño, excelente. Yeah, el invierno. Good job for looking at the poster. One thing that I was able to do well during this clip is giving different types of praise for different situations, such as behavior praise, helping praise, or praise for a student using the poster on the board. What needs to be better is that I need to rephrase some of my praise sentences because although I was giving direct praise, I was attaching generic words such as excelente or good job before some of my sentences. My goals for the next clip are to reduce my use of general words before I specifically praise the student. This table is quiet. Everyone is raising their hands. Thank you.
And Mike should.
All right, so how about everyone all together? One thing that I was able to do well during this clip is achieve my goal of not attaching a general word in front of my specific praise sentence. I was more direct and to the point this time around. What needs to be better is that I need to be more enthusiastic when giving my praise to make it more apparent to the students. At this point, what is presenting as the biggest challenge is figuring out how frequently I should give praise. My goals for the next clip are to keep improving on the things from the first two clips and make my specific praise more genuine by being more excited when I am giving it. I appreciate that these tables, their eyes are on me, so waiting for a couple of people. I see Lydia looking at the posters to help her figure out what waffle. One thing that I was able to do well during this clip was making the specific praise sound more natural, which I would say is more visible than the previous clips. What needs to be better is that I need to stay away from I statements. I need to be more direct and forward instead of saying something along the lines of, I appreciate you being quiet. The part of the practice that is easy for me to do now is thinking faster on my feet and constructing these phrases during teaching. My goal for the next clip is to reduce using I statements when I am constructing specific praise. This table is silent. This table is quiet and focused. The back table is looking up at me. Alright, see now everyone is paying attention and focused. Thank you. One thing that I was able to do well during this clip was not using I statements when I was giving praise. I definitely think that I'm getting more comfortable giving this type of praise in the way that I say it and in the way that my tone conveys it. At this point, the part of the practice that is easy for me to do is praising good behavior, especially when the class is being well managed. It is now easy for me to give specific praise in many different ways on one topic.
For boys, for girls. Thank you, Mike. That was a very good explanation of describing the differences between although versus how about code 8 and how. I think somebody's silent hand.
One thing that I was able to do well during this clip is giving longer and more specific praise. I also think that throughout this practice, I was becoming more confident in how to give this type of praise. What needs to be better is that I tend to say the word thank you at the end of my praise and I don't really think that is necessary and it might detract from the praise itself. Also, a big challenge is that I find myself starting off with general praise and then moving into specific praise in the sentence that I am saying. In the last portion of the clip, I did not use any general praise. I was direct and specific, which makes me happy to see that I am improving in this teaching practice. My ability to give specific praise has grown a lot throughout this process, and I just feel like I've gotten a lot more confident in giving specific praise, and more importantly, it's kind of become more natural for me to give specific praise. when I'm like teaching, I don't have to sit there and in my mind try to construct a specific praise sentence when I see it. Now I see specific praise and I just like automatically, without even thinking, construct a specific praise sentence to give. And, of course, there's always room for growth. I can always for sure minimize how much thank yous I say, how many I statements I put in the specific praise, and of course, how much general statements such as, muy bien or excelente that I include before my specific praise sentence. Also, in general, this teaching practice has contributed to my general understanding, of how things work, and that, it is really important to give specific praise because it makes a student or just anyone in general just feel more important in the task or activity that they are doing. And, just makes them realize, look, someone is paying attention to you, and that, in the end, hopefully the specific praise will make someone continue to work hard in whatever they are doing, not just to receive specific praise, but also for themselves. So specific praise is important, and all teachers should be doing it.